Doing a 360 panorama from the west end of the Superstition ridgeline at point 5024. Starting off looking to the west, in the distance, the far distance, the top of the White Tank Mountains. The pyramid-shaped peak that you see closer in is Camelback Mountain, and now starting to move clockwise, we have the Squaw Peak is over to the right of Camelback. Now panning around, the mountain range in the foreground is the Goldfield Mountains. And then we have in the distance the darker colored ones, that's the McDowell Mountains, which is like northeast of Scottsdale and up toward Cave Creek. Swinging around now toward the north. Can't see the lakes, but they're down there. Coming around now to where Four Peaks is. That's the prominent peak now in the picture that's capped by clouds. Following that along, in the lower foreground we have the interior of the Superstition Wilderness area. Swinging around, we're getting a view of, in the distance, there's some snow. They're capped by clouds and there's some snow on top. That's the Sierra Anchas. Heading more to a easterly direction now. On the ridgeline, a lot of hoodoos up here. Swinging kind of to the east, due east, we have Weaver's Needle appearing beyond the foreground ridge in the background, kind of heart-shaped. The larger cloud-capped mountain in the distance is the Pinal Mountains by Globe. Now we're swinging along, looking sort of southeastward at the whole ridgeline, Superstition ridgeline, and that prominent peak with the jagged hoodoos on top is Superstition Peak, the high point of this ridgeline at 5057. And continuing around in the distance, way in the distance, is probably the Galliero Mountains. And then we're swinging down now to pick up the high range in the distance is our Santa Catalina Mountains by Tucson, and then the jagged to the right is the Push Ridge area. And most of the other stuff from the far distance is getting too hazy to see it, but the prominent peak kind of standing by itself is Newman Peak, which is across the road from Picacho, of course. And then you can barely see the little bump that's through the haze of Baba Keever way down there, looking down toward Kit Peak. Now we're heading southwest and swinging around southwestward across the smog in the Phoenix Valley there. The tops of the mountains in the distance, that's the Sierra Estrella mountain range. And then we're finishing back up to the west and another view of Camelback.